From the east side to the west, this is From the Land, the Cleveland Sports and More podcast. I'm your host, Jason Gerber, and tonight, because necessity is the mother of all invention, we are back for a brand new show. Welcome to From the Land Short Shorts, our revealing, cutoff, short, hot takes on sports and more in the land. I am joined tonight by two of the best ever, my co-hosts, Phil Denko and Chuck Rambaldo are here. Fellas, last night I received a text from a friend of the show that read, Gerbs, From the Land may need to start tracking prediction success. Unanimous Cavs in 5 didn't age well. As we know, in our last episode, we all predicted the Cavs over the Raptors in a gentleman's sweep. That prediction was wrong before the last episode even dropped after the Cavs lost an ugly Game 4. So, what'd you get wrong?
Well, I guess I assumed the Cavs were going to trot out there with the two best guards on the floor for that game, and that did not look to be the case. I don't know. I'm still leaning towards we got it in 5 though. So whoever that friend of the show is, we got it. We got this.
I appreciate you sticking with a mathematical impossibility, but I like it.
I got a lot wrong, obviously, but I believe I said the lines that there's no way that Harden and Mitchell can both have off nights again at the same time. And man, was I way off on
The
that.
Maloik.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was wrong. I realized it was wrong yesterday at some point when I read a stat that in the Mitchell era, the Cavs are 2-10 on the road in the playoffs.
Yuck.
And that is an absolutely awful statistic. I think maybe they were 2-10 taking out that series against Miami last year where they just rolled the Heat that was, totally undermanned against them in the first round. I got that wrong. I think I also got wrong that this team, I don't know, doesn't play with a whole bunch of heart, doesn't play with like a whole bunch of vigor, and that really showed up. Well, what do you think the biggest problem was for them in Game 4?
They're so soft. And I think you just kind of said it. Heart, vigor, all that kind of wraps into the same thing. I think they're so soft. And what's wrong is you have 2 7-footers who don't play like bigs when they need to play like bigs in this series. Uh, a lot wrong, but mostly I thought we were past that Knicks series where they got pushed around. And I thought Game 2, I said physicality favored the Cavs for once. And apparently that only happens one time every season because it just seems like they're so sharp and soft and they don't deal with adversity well at all. Still, the same players still not dealing with it.
Bill?
I agree with all that, but softness aside, I mean, my desire for them to start with 4 straight dunks like they did in Game 1, I guess is worthless at this point. But I think you find yourself in just an awful game, right? The game was terrible. It was played
The
with
rock
no
fight
rhythm
the whole way.
Yeah. And those games happen, right? So you find yourself in this game where neither team is really scoring and it's just ugly and there's lots of turnovers. But you get into the fourth quarter and it's a game. You've got the better players on the court. You find a way to finish that game and steal that win. And I put that squarely on your Mitchells, your Hardens, and your Mobleys. Those 3 guys. Someone takes over that game in the fourth quarter and you win it. If you are truly competing for a championship, not just can we get to the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, that's what went wrong in that kind of game.
I agree with both of what you guys are saying. I think it's all true. I think they were up 5 with 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, they went on a
and maybe
run.
and maybe didn't score again. And Mitchell had some awful shots. There's a weird thing in these games where the Cavs dribble to penetrate towards the basket and then immediately kick it out for a 3. And Toronto is dribbling in, to the teeth of the Cavs defense and just going up with it and getting fouled or getting layups or getting an offensive rebound on a putback and scoring that way or something like that. And I just kept on wondering, why do we keep getting penetration into the lane? Why do we keep getting near the rim and then immediately kicking out for three? Just, I mean, like, I get that you want to collapse the defense and open up those 3-pointers. That's how you win games in the NBA today. But man, sometimes you gotta like try to make a layup, right?
Take
Like, I
the
mean,
two.
that's
Yeah.
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 what's going on here. So that's what I didn't like. All right, final question. It's a two-parter, guys. What is your brand new prediction for the series and why?
I'm sticking with Cavs in 5, right? No, I can't. I guess I can't do that. I hate to say it, and this is recency bias for sure. Just the feeling of these last two games in Toronto. Um, I I I'm gonna say Cavs, but Cavs in 7, right?
Why?
Why? Um, I feel like the way this series is going, the no road team wins a game.
Okay.
It's a pretty good prediction. I would probably say the same. I think it's going to be 7. We see now that Toronto can get beat up and still get back up and then dish it out just as well. And the Cavs, I'm waiting to see if they get up tonight, first off, at home. Can they get up? Um, I'd like to see Mitchell be more aggressive towards the rim, like you were saying. Like that last shot he took, there was enough time to go for 2 and then foul and play that game.
Yep.
But like, what a horrible shot selection. We can't have off nights. They can't have off nights anymore. And maybe the bigs stop playing tall and start playing like bigs.
I'm at Cavs in 7 just because we've got 2 home games left. And I don't think I can bring myself to predict the Cavs losing this series after being up 2-0. Like that just can't happen. I'm very nervous for what happens after this, although it seems like now every series in the East
Everyone.
is getting a
Yeah.
lot tougher than I think anybody expected them to be. So I mean, there's a lot still to happen in the East, but woof. Come on, Cavs. We need this one. So here we are, unanimous again in 7. Maybe we can hop on
Ah,
and record after tonight's game if it goes south on us. I don't know. Fellas, I'm going to cut us off here before our shorts get too long to be hot. Thanks for joining. Have a great night. And for God's sake, go put on some pants.
absolutely.